Dear students, old and new, all, I thought that it is very important for me to guide my students in this COVID times. It's a difficult time, schools are closed. We have no option but to go online. This is my also first experience to go online. So we shall be starting lectures, physics for different classes. Today I am taking a simple topic on current electricity with certain definitions and relation between current and drift velocity. So students, let us start now. One thing I want to tell you that our learning will be based on fun also. Continuously with fun and complete understanding learning concepts. So since the physics is not difficult, it is only how you take it. We'll take it as a fun. Now let's start. First of all, we must know what is current electricity. The study of electric charges in motion is called current electricity. Charges we have studied in the electrostatics. When the charges are in motion, their study. That is included in our topic. Current electricity constitutes the charges in motion. Study of the charges in motion. So, what is electric current then? The flow. When the charge is in motion, obviously the charge is flowing. The flow of electric charge through a conductor constitutes electric current. Flow of electric charge through a conductor constitutes electric current. And it is denoted by I is equal to Q upon T, as you can see here in the notes. It is for a steady flow of charge. But if the charge is varying with time, then I is equal to delta Q upon delta T is equal to dq by dt, limit delta T tends to 0. It means that we are taking the value of instantaneous current at any instant of time. That is rate of change of flow of charge. When the charge is varying, we take the rate of change of flow of charge d by dt of charge. d by dt rate of change. Wherever is d by dt, it is rate of change. When I say d by dt of p, momentum, obviously it is rate of change of momentum, is force. So d by dt you understand now. d by dt of q, rate of change of flow of charge. I is equal to dq by dt. Now we come to its SI unit. SI unit for current is, since I is equal to charge upon time, and all of us know, you have studied it in your electrostatics, that the unit of charge is coulomb and for time is second. It is coulomb per second, and 1 coulomb per second is termed as ampere, 1 ampere. 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per second. Now it is to be noted that it is a scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity. We don't need any direction for its representation, as you know it. So now the question is how the current is kept continuously flowing in a conductor. Inside a conductor, it is done by maintaining a potential difference maintaining potential difference across the ends of a conductor. When we apply a source of EMF across the ends of a conductor, a battery or something else, across the ends of conductor, and we maintain a potential difference. One terminal is kept at higher potential, whereas the other terminal is kept at lower potential. So there is a potential difference that drives the current into a circuit. Though current is maintained, we all know it. So this is how the current flows in a conductor. Now conductor, as we know, conductor can be defined as a material having a number of free electrons. Free electrons, and which measures in per cubic centimeter. The greater is the number of free electrons in a conductor, the more is its conductivity. Now I come to another term we shall be using, that is electromotive force, EMF. EMF is a source, is that of a source of current. That is a cell, and combination of cell is a battery. So that is EMF of a source is defined as the work done by the source. Source has to do what? In taking a unit positive charge from its lower potential terminal to the higher potential terminal. Now that it is the work done by the source in taking a unit positive charge from where? From a lower potential to higher potential. Obviously what has to be done? Let us see with some example. I tell you, when water comes from a higher level to lower level, we don't need any external agency for it to work upon it. It comes of its own. But when it is to be pumped from lower level to higher level, we want a motor. Work is required. So when the charge is made to flow, unit positive charge, from lower potential to higher potential, obviously work is required, and that work which is required to take a unit positive charge. A unit positive charge is called EMF. It is terminal potential difference measured in open circuit because we are not drawing current from it. So EMF is equal to work done upon charge. Analytically, E is equal to W upon Q, where W is the work done, Q is the charge. Now SI unit for work is joule, and for charge is coulomb. So joule per coulomb, and 1 joule per coulomb is 1 volt. 1 joule per coulomb is 1 volt. So unit of EMF is volt. Obviously it is a battery voltage at open circuit when we are not drawing current from it. When we are not drawing current from it, but when we are drawing current from it, when the key is plugged in as shown in the circuit, so then it measures the potential difference across any two ends of the conductor. So this is terminal potential difference between EMF. Now I tell you, fun. When I say potential difference, what does it mean? We have learned it. भैया आप बैठे हो चांद तारों की दुनिया में, ठीक है, और आपका नाम है यूनिट पॉजिटिव चार्ज। आपको उस दुनिया से, चांद तारों की दुनिया से मैं उठा के लाता हूँ और बैठाता हूँ कुर्सी पर, कमरे में, तो मुझे डन तो करना ही पड़ेगा। अब वो चांद तारों की दुनिया क्या है? इन्फिनिटी है भैया, इन्फिनिटी। और तुम कौन हो? यूनिट चार्ज हो। और कमरा क्या है? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है। और कुर्सी क्या है? वो जगह है जहाँ तुम्हें बैठाया जाना है। सो what is electric potential? Definition becomes clear. It is the amount of work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to the place, to any place in the electric field. आपको उठा के लेके आ गए चांद तारों की दुनिया से, कमरे में बैठा दिया कुर्सी पर, जो वर्क डन करना पड़ा। सो हेयर आप जो है दैट इज रेफर टू, यू रेफर टू ए यूनिट पॉजिटिव चार्ज। चांद तारों की दुनिया रेफर्स टू इन्फिनिटी एंड कमरा रेफर्स टू इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड एंड द प्लेस, बिकॉज इट इज वर्क इज डन, डिफरेंट वर्क इज डन एट डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स। दूरी कम है ज़्यादा है, दूरी कम है ज़्यादा है, डिपेंड्स ऑन द डिस्टेंस, यू नो इट। कम दूरी पर लेके आना है कमरे में, थोड़ा आगे बैठाना है, थोड़ा बट सो दिस इज डिफरेंट एट डिफरेंट पॉइंट। The definition of electric potential becomes, obviously, it is the amount of work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to its present position in an electric field. Electric potential at a point is defined, सबके याद हो गया होगा। Electric potential at a point in an electric field is the amount of work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to its present position in the electric field. ओ हिंदी मीडियम वाले सुन लो, ठीक है। एक यूनिट पॉजिटिव चार्ज एकांक धनावेश को अनंत से विद्युत क्षेत्र में किसी बिंदु पर लाने के लिए किया गया कार्य उस बिंदु पर विद्युत विभव कहलाता है। और यह विद्युत क्षेत्र में प्रत्येक बिंदु पर भिन्न भिन्न होता है। नो पोटेंशियल, ऑब्वियसली वर्क इज डन, वर्क इज द लेवल ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल, लेवल ऑफ चार्ज। लेवल है चार्ज का भैया, जिस तरह पानी का लेवल मैंने बताया, मोटर है, ऊपर से नीचे तक मोटर चलाने की जरूरत नहीं है, नीचे से ऊपर तक मोटर चलाने की जरूरत है। सो इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल इज द लेवल ऑफ चार्ज। व्हेन चार्ज इज टेकन फ्रॉम ए नेगेटिव पोटेंशियल टू पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल, नेगेटिव पोटेंशियल टर्मिनल टू पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल टर्मिनल, ऑब्वियसली द वर्क हैज टू बी डन, एंड दैट इज इन ए कंप्लीट सर्किट, ओपन सर्किट, that is EMF. And in a closed circuit, when we are drawing current from it, terminal potential difference. Obviously, terminal potential difference is EMF at open circuit, or EMF is terminal potential difference when it is in open circuit, and closed circuit voltage is terminal potential difference. These two are very important terms. You must remember. So the next thing is resistance. Now, since we have started the resistance, we will discuss in our next video. Have a good time. Thank you.